Hey guys, I'm going to show down a breakdown on Bosch common rail injector for a 6.7 Cummins. Just show you the internals, to show you what they look like versus the 5.9 video that I did. Yeah, anyways, let's get after it and we'll go from there. Okay, so here's the 6.7 injector. Now, we'll wind her apart here. I actually just had it apart. I just finished the 5.9 video. I'm going to do the 6.7 one now. So here's the nozzle nut, and then the nozzle, and when you're doing these, if you're going to do a nozzle swap, which there again, if you're going to do, I would recommend them having tested afterwards. Something that you got to be super careful of is that, see that, this is going to be hard to see, but there is a quantity puck that goes inside this, where the end of the nozzle is. If you lose that, do not put them back together. Do not mix them up, because that's actually what sets the quantity on the injector movement on the 6.7. So if you lose that, do not put them back together. You're going to have to send it to an injection shop and have them checked over. But anyways, your nozzle, the pintle, and as these things wear, this one's actually not too bad on the end, and the 6.7s aren't as bad because I believe that they're nitrated, and they don't wear as bad as the 5.9s did. But as they wear, they do, numbers get all whacked out of spots anyway. And these pins do pull out, so when you're taking them apart, make sure you don't lose the pins. They go in here. So wind her apart. Like I said, these are similar to the 5.9, just they are a little bit different. So that's a solenoid nut, and the solenoid just pops out of there. Oop. There's a shim. So there's the solenoid, but there's a shim that sits on top. There's a bunch of shims in this stuff. So there's a shim, part of your control valve assembly. No. And basically it's just a couple springs and a plate, and I honestly don't know exactly. It has to do with, because this actually goes up inside the solenoid, so I would imagine that's actually how it drives up and down. Now, if you look at my finger right there, you can actually see that return ball, and same with the 5.9 has that too. Yeah, oops. As I'm throwing stuff around. All this stuff is super small inside, and that's the reason lots of people are like, oh, well, you can just fix it, or you can do this, or you can do that, and not always. Well, I shouldn't say not always. It can be fixed if you have the tools. But it's like right on the edge of my screwdriver there, and it's not a very, of course it's magnetized and it's stuck to the screwdriver, but so that's a control valve, or a return ball actually, and then that's the seat that it sits on. We'll try. Anyways, so get that off my finger. And this spring sits on top of there, and that's the shim for that. Try to keep this stuff in order for you guys. Now, the control valve comes out the same, or the nut comes out the same way. I don't know if I'm going to have the right size thing for it here. Now socket stuck on it because it's not the right socket. But anyways, I'm just shove this out of there. And then it's very similar control valve to the 5.9. And there again, in that tiny little spot inside there is where that ball sits, and it wipes that out. So when you have a high return, this surface will be worn out, and or the height of spec inside the injector, overall height, is out of spec. And lots of times on 6.7s is actually this. The issue is that to get a new one of these, you have to replace the whole control valve, and then you have to get a new ball and a seat, and then everything has to be re-shimmed. Now, not that that's a super hard thing to do, but the equipment's expensive and the parts are expensive to do it. So That's the reason that most guys don't do it. And then they also have to be tested after. So you're testing it before and then after. You got to put the expensive parts in it. But anyways, that's the reason for it. So lots of times with a failure on these, unless they've got a whole bunch of garbage gone through them or something, because either the same way when you go down inside, I don't know, you won't be able to see in there real well, but it gets honed. They micro hone it, and then when it's over a certain spec, then obviously you can't use it. You know, if this surface is screwed up. But anyways, that's, you know, like putting this stuff back together is just put it back together. Everything does have a torque sequence and a special torque. Everything's like a, you know, it's not crazy torque, but a super accurate torque. So a lot of guys use a really accurate torque wrench when you're doing this stuff. It's not just your average, you know, quick torque wrench that you're doing it with. But anyways, that's the breakdown of the 6.7 injector. Like I said, a little bit of difference than some of the 5.9 stuff, but overall relatively the same, but a little bit different. And then this nut is a little bit different, as it doesn't have a complete pass through the way that it's built, but it does the exact same thing, just holds the control valve from moving up and down too much. But anyways, if you guys want me to do some more videos on injectors, hit me up in the comments. Like, share, and please subscribe. All right, guys, take her easy.